In bottom mount, this is one of the worst positions when Stefan is completely controlling my neck and there's nothing really protecting me. I want to try and get my hands on the inside. So I'm going to bridge one way and bridge the other way, and then I'm lucky enough to get my hands on the inside. From here, my hands can go and keep Stefan's weight away from my neck. I still want to try to escape by bridging. I'm going to bridge one way, I'm going to bridge the other way, but because Stefan has hands and he's going to clearly use his hands in order to maintain his top position, he's going to put his hand on the ground. Now, this is good for me. One, if Stefan's hand is on the ground, that means that he can't use his hand to break my arm or choke me. But in addition to that, I want to use this as an escape route. So as I see his hand on the ground, I want to hungrily, greedily grab onto it with both of my hands. From here, what I want to try and do is that I want to get my collarbone away from his collarbone. See how Stefan's collarbone is directly over top of my collarbone? This is bad for me. I want to move my head like it's the tail of a fish. You see how I'm trying to wiggle up north as much as I possibly can. And note how both of my arms are straight. And you see how I'm doing the Kylo Ren, and I'm doing the Kylo Ren on to his forearm. Once Stefan's collarbone is more over my hip, now I can go bring my heart close to the floor, bring my elbow down to the ground, and then I'm going to do an easy push-up. So that way I'm able to lift my head up. I couldn't do that earlier because his weight was directly over top of my collarbone. So I need to wiggle, I need to go and squirm, I need to move my head like it's the tail of a fish in order for my head to be up north and his head to be south, to the degree where I can go bring my heart down to the floor, elbow to the floor, do a push-up, and now my head can come up. At this stage, I'm going to try and build up. Stefan still has the use of his right hand. He most likely with his right hand, he's going to be grabbing onto my hip to keep me down, but that's okay because from here, I can lift up my hip, put my knee down to the ground, and then we'll most likely both build up so that way we're wrestling, but that's okay. At least I'm in a 50-50 position where we're both standing. To review, I want a turnover. This gets me a great position, meaning that if Stefan is in mount and he has my neck, if I can bridge one way and then bridge the other way, and then I find myself in an immediate top position, this is ideal. If I can't get that, I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna bridge, he puts his hands on the ground. I'm gonna bridge again, I keep his hands on the ground. I want to get the turnover so I wind up in an immediate top position. But the consolation prize, instead of getting a top position, is a 50-50 position where we both stand up. So we will absolutely, thank you, Stefan. So we will absolutely take a 50-50 position because that's way better than where I was before. So we want the turnover. That's the key thing. If I can get a top position right away, awesome. I'll get that. But if I can't, then we'll stand up and we'll get the consolation prize, and I'm absolutely happy with the 50-50 position.